Okay, let's get this started. Um, Hi everyone. As you know, I've been gone for a, a considerable amount of time, and I haven't been uploading or streaming and making shorts in that time. And you've probably been wondering where I've been, what I've been doing. And so this is going to be kind of an explanation of the crap show that was 2024. Um, so, for those of you who didn't know, um, when I started my channel, I was living with my mom and my stepdad, and that was some of the happiest times that I've had in my life. Oh gosh. And during that time, my mom and dad weren't really seeing eye to eye with each other. And one day, um, my mom decided to leave and move somewhere else. They're still married, just taking a break. And I thought that it would be good for my channel, as I would be able to talk louder and I would have more time to stream, considering I don't have to worry about neighbors and stuff. And I thought that'd be nice. And so she decided to move in with my grandparents. Keep in mind they are not biologically my grandparents. My mother was adopted. And I lived with them starting from the age of 2 until I turned 17 and graduated from school. And they, I don't know how else to say this. I was abused as a child. They did not like me. And so we moved back in with them. And my my thought process was that they would probably take us in and possibly maybe treat me better than they did. And they let us stay in this playhouse that was basically an apartment without a bathroom. And they were nice. They were they treated us nice for a while. It was beautiful. And that is where I started uploading the AGAC speed runs. That's where I started those. And I got into the AGAC community and stuff. And that was nice. It was a nice time. And so eventually, it got to a point where I wanted to go to college, as was my plan. I wanted to wait a year after I graduated school to go to college, and that year was coming up. The problem with that was I didn't have the best GPA, and so I had to do a summer program that would allow me to go to college. So it was basically like a demo college, college light, if you will. And then I went, and it was fine. We had gotten a fridge, mini fridge, a microwave, and a butt ton of junk food. And it was weird. I had nobody telling me when to go to bed or when to eat. It's all up to me. I tried my best. The first time I was working again in like a year on schoolwork, and I don't know how I kept it up for that long. But I wasn't living a healthy life there. I was not sleeping well. I was staying up way too late, and I was on a diet of corn dogs and gummy bears. And then halfway through, 2 weeks in, um, a situation happened that I really would rather not talk about right now. Uh, it left me. I was depressed. It really did take a toll on me, and it's a really dark time. And at that point, I had completely given up on school. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to wake up. I didn't want to to work. And I fell behind. And then they pulled me out of class one day and told me that I wouldn't make it. Regardless of how much work I did, I wouldn't be able to finish. So I called my mother. She told me to pack up and leave. So I did. I had failed college. And that was the turning point where 2024 officially became the worst year of my life. Because that's when my grandma and grandpa had turned on me. Started treating me bad. And one of the things that hurts the most is before I went to college, I remember one day I was playing a difficult game about climbing and thinking about college, thinking about going there, and I was upset. I was having a mental breakdown. I was crying, screaming. And my grandma barges in and screams, "What are you doing?" And that felt familiar because I used to have breakdowns as a kid. And my grandma would come in screaming, "What are you doing?" and scream at me more, telling me to stop. She didn't help at all with that. I I didn't like that. It hurt, and that's what I expected her to do. But then she stopped. the second I said college. And she gave me a hug. And she told me that she was proud of me. And that she thought I could do this. And regardless of what happens, that she would be proud of me. And at that point in my life, I had given up on her and thinking that she was a good person. That she could change her ways. And I embraced that hug. And I let my guard down. And then the night that I came back from college, she told me that I didn't try hard enough. That I failed. And she wasn't proud of me. She did the exact thing she said she wouldn't do. And they returned to their old ways. They started to hate me again. They wouldn't even look me in the eye. At one point, I wasn't allowed to go into the house anymore. I missed Thanksgiving. I missed my family coming over. And then they stopped allowing me to use their internet. And at that point, I stopped uploading and live streaming. And the only thing I could do left was shorts. I pulled my phone out, started recording pin spinning and Rubik's Cube videos. And they did decently well. They carried my channel, got me a couple of subscribers. I even picked up a sponge, which somehow got views. I don't know how. And then, November 31st. Me and my mom were arguing. And I said something that I shouldn't have. And my mother took it the wrong way. She went into the house and told my grandparents. My grandpa came out and said, "You have 30 minutes. Pack your crap and leave." And so I grabbed a backpack and suitcase and put anything I could find in there. Extra clothes, underwear, deodorant, 2 cans of beans, anything that I could find. And I started thinking to myself, and I grabbed my Michael Jackson costume that I had from Halloween. Because I knew I would use it in some way. I saw potential in everything that I grabbed. It wasn't all just random. And so I took a crap in their bathroom and didn't flush. And then I left. I started walking. And my aunt saw me. And took me to a place where I could stay for at least 5 nights. And after those 5 nights were up, I realized I was homeless. I had nowhere to go. They made me homeless. They kicked me out. So I started staying at a homeless shelter. But the weird thing is, I felt free. That depression died down. It felt like I was out of their control. I was finally free from them, from my grandparents. And somewhere around the time of being homeless, I put that Michael Jackson costume to use. I went to the most popular place I knew in this city, and with a cardboard box, I started dancing, started street dancing to Michael Jackson music. And I became a Michael Jackson impersonator, and that got me some money. It's a good way of getting money, and that was fun because I got to use one of my talents to make some money. It was also a way of sticking up to my grandparents, as they said that I looked geeky when I was dancing, and I never make it in life doing that. Turned out I was doing more of my life than they could ever imagine. I got in the news. I'm getting interviews. It's crazy. One day, or one night, while I was in the homeless shelter, I saw my one of my friends' brother volunteering, and I said, "Hey." And I guess I guess this family found out, and they took me in. They allowed me to stay at their house, and it was fun. I got to play Smash Bros. And Sonic Frontiers, and it was so fun. I got to have Christmas and New Year's. I got to spend it with people who cared about me. Uh, um, then in early January, we finally got an apartment, which is the one I'm currently recording this video from. The stability looks like it was drawn by a fourth grader, and the walls look like they're made of paint. But we finally have our own place. And I finally now have internet. So now we're all caught up. And from this point forward, I will finally get to upload and stream again. I thank you all for rooting me on in the Discord server and not unsubscribing and still being part of the community even though we're not doing much. I hope to entertain you guys. as has been my goal from the start. I hope to get you to laugh and not think about the struggles of the day. That's all I ever wanted for you guys. Is to just entertain you. To bring you the joy that I never had as a kid. I hope to see each and every one of you in the streams, in the chat, in the Discord servers. I hope this video has brought you guys some understanding of why I've been gone. I thank you all for staying with me. Anyway, that was 2024, the worst year of my life. If you guys would like any more explanations, like what happened as a child, or a detailed explanation of what happened in college, please do let me know. Please like and leave a comment. Tell me that I should do more of these explanations, more of these stories, because this felt relieving, getting this off my chest, telling you guys about this. And I would definitely love to share more. Anyway, this marks a new era of my channel. Thank you all again. Peace.